Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto. Hope you're having a good one. So let's break it down. The two founders of Tornado Cash have been arrested in the United States. They've been arrested and charged with sanctions violations, and I'll get to that in a minute, but sanctions violations and supposedly money laundering. Wow. It's not a real big wow, right? Tornado Cash is a platform that enables people to, best word is obfuscate what their holdings are, right? So if you are, let's say, I don't know, Lazarus Group, and you've got about $1 billion that you need to launder because this is stuff that you stole, you'd go to Tornado Cash, you would give Tornado Cash all this, all those assets. Tornado Cash would then turn around and give you different kinds of assets coming back, thusly obfuscating, your Bitcoin purchase because they're giving you Monero or Ethereum or Pepe or whatever it is. And because those digital assets wind up changing hands so much, it obfuscates, anything that happens, right? So digital assets come in, digital assets come out, and basically washes, launders the money. So they've been arrested. We'll see what happens because I'm wondering if that's the end of Tornado Cash. I don't think so. I think it goes on. But also regarding Lazarus Group, it is said that they do have another $40 million in Bitcoin that they might be looking to sell off. And that could actually have an adverse effect on the market, as you might well know. Now, when I look at that, I'm kind of like, wow, that's a lot. But Tether has been using about 15% of their profit to further bolster their stablecoin reserves. So if they're trying to sell 40 million and Tether has some money, well, that might offset. So we'll see what happens with that. Something else that was interesting that happened, Bitstamp, they're based in Luxembourg but do business in the United States. And they have decided they're going to stop their staking business, their Ethereum staking business specifically in the United States. And they're citing regulatory concerns. Yeah. Crypto by itself has regulatory issues. Staking has another level. So I think there's Kraken, there's definitely Gemini, and now Bitstamp. They're all saying, yeah, we're done with that staking thing until y'all guys figure it out. So it might be a minute. Now, when I look at staking, I kind of say, well, there are a lot of companies getting involved. I told you about a company that has trillions in assets under management that happens to be involved in a major DeFi project. Some of these things are not going to go away, and you can tell by who else is in the game. So the smaller players can get squeezed out, or they take the brunt of the issues coming from the government while these other companies come in later and don't have to deal with that. So quietly, they're making their rounds and doing what they have to do. I think the SEC would be better served to actually sit down and come up with some rules about how things are supposed to work instead of, oh, it's Thursday and I don't feel like liking your company, so we're going to take you to court. Just saying. On top of that, you have the SEC changing, and this is going to be big in the investment space because the SEC is saying that there are gaps because of outdated rules. And they've amended broker-dealer rules to address those gaps. They've also amended other rules to address gaps in the private investment space. If you're dealing with a broker-dealer, I would strongly suggest to ask them, are they up to snuff according to the new amendments? Just saying, something to look at. Now, Robinhood is the owner, or it looks like Robinhood is the owner of that mysterious $3 billion Bitcoin wallet. $3 billion in 3 months. That's a lot to amass. And they happen to be the third largest holder. So something to pay attention to. Who knew? Who knew Robinhood was making that much? I still don't know that the listing of Ripple, remember I was talking about that yesterday. I still don't know if the listing of Ripple on Robinhood would be that big of a deal. I really don't. I strongly don't know. But the SEC has other issues. Back to that. Pascale or Pascal Guerrera. Is it Guerrera? I think so. I might be mispronouncing the name. I greatly apologize. Sorry. But senior attorney on the Ripple case has officially said a bye-bye. So the question for me is, you okay, Gary? You okay? Because it sounds like there are issues going on in that space, and we should be paying attention. A major attorney leaves a case officially, paperwork is filed, everything. That's sign of internal struggle. I really do think there is a sign of internal struggle. And we should be paying attention to that because the SEC, I think, has been a mess for a while. I think their stance on everything has caused internal strife. So we'll see how that actually all plays out. Something else I'm paying attention to. Back in June, I think June 5th, I told you Atomic Wallet suffered a hack. It was like a $35 million hack. That's not a small deal. That's huge. That's huge. Then on June 29th, they had a new security update, and they fumbled the bag again. So now they're facing a $100 million class action lawsuit. Shouldn't be surprised. We should not be surprised, like, at all. I was wondering how long it would be. Well, I guess it's going to be 2 months, because that happened June 29th, the fumble. And then, so you had the hack on June 5th, the fumble on June 29th. I don't think they ever said what exactly happened. So over 5,500 accounts were affected. How'd you not think that there was going to be a class action lawsuit coming? So that means right now, I'm pretty sure Trezor, Ledger, the other hardware wallets, I'm pretty sure they're all picking up some business from all these other people. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, you know what we should do? We should go over the numbers. So let's get there real quick. So right now, yeah, you see it as all green. It's not. Things are up a bit, but not so much that we've recovered. We haven't. But I do like seeing green. But the numbers are still lateral in movement for the most part, and you can tell by right here. You can see, Bitcoin's up over the past 24 hours. Bitcoin's up almost 2%, 1.5% for Ethereum. No big deal. They're still high on the year though. That's something that we should be paying attention to. XRP is up high on the year. Cardano is up, 6.8%, 2%, 2.58% on the day, right? And you scroll down, Solana's up 4.36% on the day. Bitcoin Cash is up. These are all small moves, but they're still up. Now, Stellar being up 4.12%. I keep telling people, don't sleep on Stellar. Don't sleep on Stellar. I think it's a very big deal. Let's go over here to the chart, and you can tell. Here's my, we're just bouncing along the bottom part of my green bar, of my green band, right? DeFi Llama, we've got 49 billion, up about $1 billion in total value locked, and the Fear and Greed Index is at 41, so it's up from there as well. Anyway, I'm going to keep this one short. It's been a long day. I'm a little tired. Long morning, rather. I'm a little tired. I got up crazy early. But if you have any questions, suggestions on how I can be better, questions you want me and the kids to research, let me know. Drop us a note. Hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.